Welcome back, everyone. It is DC, and welcome to Just for Laughs. Today, I'm going to start the first of what I hope to be a very successful and very long series. Not long winded necessarily, but long series of podcasts. I have always wanted to do radio, I've always wanted to be on the radio. Um, it's something that has been a personal dream of mine, and the closest I can get to it right now is actually by doing podcast. So with these podcasts, I don't really know what they'll entail, because honestly, I think a good podcast, although it is planned and professional, there's no particular direction. One thing I've noticed with listening to lots and lots of talk shows and podcasts myself is that they tend to go in kind of whatever direction they go. Now, of course, they stay along a centralized theme, but they do kind of go everywhere, and that's what makes a podcast so fun to listen to. That's what makes radio what it is, and what has made it what it is for so many years now. And it really does astound me that in today's society of 2018, radio still lives. Um, Even if I bought a brand new car, which I probably never will with the money I make, but if I were to buy a brand new car and there was no radio in it, I I don't know if I would buy that car. Honestly, that's weird to me. Radio is such a powerful tool, and not only does it entertain, but it can inform, and I just love radio is my point. So I will be doing podcasts, and if any of you have any ideas for a podcast, please go ahead and tell me. Make sure that I know. I am open to ideas. Um, and today I don't really know what I'll talk about. I think I'll be doing a lot of vlogs. I have an idea for talk about different actors that I'm interested in, different books. But I think today what I'm gonna do is maybe either share a theory on a video game, which I really want to do, but that would become such um, a long podcast. Maybe I will. I don't really know what I do. I see. This is the problem. I think when it comes to ideas, I have a Mixer channel, and Mixer's going pretty good. Uh, Honestly, Mixer is going pretty good. I've only been on there for, well, I can't remember, so I can't give you guys an exact number amount or whatever you want to call it of time that I have been on Mixer, but I do know that I've been there less than a year, maybe just under a year now, and I have gotten quite a few followers. And that's not me by any means trying to be big-headed or say, look at me. I've gotten my followers much slower than others because although I am very devoted to my channels, in my opinion, I also have a job, and I am trying at this moment to get promoted in that job because that's just a smart thing to do, I think, when it comes to money. Um, and it is challenging, I think, for any content creators, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Mixer or Twitch, or any uh, platform where you put your product out, even all the way down to blogs. I think sometimes it's very difficult for creators to be able to think of ideas. We're very much like writers, in my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion, so if anybody out there is a writer, please don't come bite my head off telling me that is nothing like writing. Because although I have never published a book, I do write books. I have tons and tons of folders filled with books and book ideas, and none of them have gone anywhere. Because I have to really like the way something's going in order to continue it book wise, and it's challenging. But that's a whole nother podcast for another day. Um, but for any content creator who has a life outside of YouTube or whatever platform they're using, which everybody does, it is very challenging at times, I think, not just to find the energy to create content, which for a lot of people, I don't think they realize the energy it takes to make content. Because at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, even if it is your job to make content, whether you have been out doing yard work all day and then you have to go make a video, or whether you've been working your job all day and you have to go make a video, or you have this or that event that you have to go to, whether it's graduation, a funeral, a birthday party, and you have to go do these things. You have to live your life, and then you have to make a video. And if you really are wanting to succeed, I think it's very important that consistency is something that continues on when you're creating content of any kind. Because like I said, I have a Mixer channel, and with my Mixer channel, I try to get on every single day. For a lot of people, that's unrealistic. For a lot of people, they can't do that. But I'm in a situation where I can right now. Now, I do feel my situation at my workplace is about to change, so there's a high possibility that I'm not going to be able to get on every day. Because if my schedule changed drastically, which I'm not going to say anything yet, because I don't want to spread any rumors or anything like that, but if my schedule changes, maybe I'll be too tired to make videos every day. Now, I don't think that's going to happen because, see, I think not just do I want to make something out of this channel, but this is something that goes so much further than just financial stability, which is what I had originally started the channels for. And this includes my Mixer channel, what I'm talking about. You know, I had originally started them way back in the day because I wanted to make money off of them, and that is still a goal, because that's just logic. I think today, in today's society, there's so many ways people can make money from home without having to go get their 9-to-5 job. I wanted to start this channel to make money from home so that I could be my own boss. My father runs a company, and he's his own boss, but let me tell you, it's not easy for him, and it's never been easy, and it's not going to be easy. Because he runs construction crews, and that's hard business. That's hard work, and you literally have to fight every day to get where you are. And I'm not saying that running a YouTube channel or running a Mixer channel is an easy thing, because that's just foolish to say something like that. Nothing you do in this life worth doing is easy, but I do think that the amount of work I'll have to do physically at a 9-to-5 job is very much less than the amount of work I have to do with physically here at home working on my channel. I love using my brain, and in my opinion, running a channel, whether that is a gaming channel in Mixer or whether that is a YouTube channel that specializes in a large variety of things, because that's what I want mine to be. I want mine to be very diverse. There is a certain amount of work that goes into it, but it's all mental, I think, as in psychological. You know, you do get tired, but it's a more psychological, mental sort of tiredness. You're not actually physically working with your hands, besides typing on a computer or holding up a recorder to your face like I am. But when I started these channels, which is what I was talking about in the first place, when I started these channels, I wanted to make money. I still want to make money. But now, as I started to go on with it, I realized that I really did enjoy what I was doing. I really do enjoy making these videos. And I have so many ideas. And my YouTube channel, especially, is going to be very diverse, because I think that it's important for a stable YouTube channel to not be concentrating on one thing. Now, lots of people who are content creators would disagree with me and say, if you are all over the place with your content, whether it's gaming and then books and then makeup tutorials and then this and that, it'll be confusing. Nobody will watch you. Yes, that is one way to think of that. And I do think there is a 75% of that is truth. But on the other hand, I have watched a lot of YouTubers rise and fall. And I think that a lot of them, PewDiePie in particular, he's kind of hit an epicenter, if that's the right word. He's hit a precipice, a climax of success. And now he's kind of plateaued out. And then he's going to start to kind of go down. Because why? Not because he's not famous or his content's not interesting, but it's because he's not diverse enough. one thing, I wish I could say the company I worked for. I don't know if I have in other videos, but I'd rather not, just to keep their name out of my channel, because work and other work don't mix. But the company I work for is diverse, and one thing when I started there that I was told by a dear friend of mine was that the only thing with this company that is ever going to be constant is change. And that goes so much more. That goes for so much more than just the company I work for. That goes for literally life itself. Let's look back at history, guys. Just look. There's so many, not just companies, but successful people and countries themselves that have refused to move with the times. And because of that, because they refuse to move, because they refuse to plan ahead, then they die. And I'm not talking about physical death, I'm talking more about financial death, success death, freedom death in the case of countries, I suppose. I think that it is smarter to start out crazy with your channel, as in, this time I'm going to make a podcast. Next time I'm going to make a gaming video. Next time it's going to be a book review. Next time it's going to be a vlog. Next time it's going to be a mukbang. You know, I think it's better to start out crazy than to start out with one type of thing. Because not only, now keep in mind, this is all my opinion. Everyone has their own, and I have no problem with what other people think, but I do think that this makes sense to me. In my opinion, that not only allows you to find out what you really want to do with your channel, because sooner or later you'll find your niche. And once you do, you're going to know that that's what you're supposed to do with your channel. And sometimes your niche isn't found by you. Sometimes your niche is found by your viewers. Sometimes they like something more than they like something else. For example, on my channel, for a while there, I was doing mukbangs. And I still want to do mukbangs, but I just don't. I have a lot of the same food, and that's probably part of the problem with me, I think, is I have a lot of the same food, and I don't want to bore people with the same boring food. But my point is when I did my first mukbang, it got more views than any other video on my channel. And as compared to my book reviews, which I did three of them, and they got kind of steady views, but they did not get big views. I was surprised in some compared to others. But I also made a home video, if you want to call it that, of me doing a kind of a mock thing of the Tide Pod Challenge. You know, old news, old crap. We've all seen it before, the stupid Tide Pod videos, but I wasn't doing it so much to see if people would like it. I was doing it more to see what it would look like if I were to make a video like that. And I did like that, but I think I'm going to need some more planning. I'm not perfect when it comes to script writing, I suppose. And for a lot of these really good videos, like what Shane Dawson has been making lately, he's been making things that look like actual videos. Markiplier has been making things that look like actual movies. And I think when it comes to that, you need to actually sit down and have the time to write out a script, because this is what I'm talking about when planning is important. Like I said with my podcast, or at the beginning of this 13 minutes ago, there's a big part of me that thinks that planning is a futile thing. I think spontaneity is very important when it comes to building anything or making anything content-wise. Because that shows who you really are, and you're not just sticking to a script, and you're not just doing something because that's what's on a piece of paper or that's what someone told you to do. You're doing it because that's what you want to do. I think a lot of channels fail because their heart is not in the right place. The content creator's heart is not in the right place. You have to find out what you really like, and I think so many people fail because they don't listen to their heart. They listen to their mind, or they listen to other people, or they listen to their pocketbook. Now, see, I really want to make gaming videos. I make game reviews, video game reviews, movie reviews, but I can't. And here's the reason. I don't have a lot of money. And I am one of those that when it comes to making content, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me on this, but this is something that I feel is right, so this is why I'm doing it. I want to spend a good amount of money a good amount of money on the equipment I need to make high quality videos. Because in my mind, I would rather wait and be patient and wait an extra year or two to save up all the money and start getting the parts, which I'm slowly starting to get parts for my PC, and then be able to make as many high quality videos as I want, rather than start out by making low quality videos on a PC. Now, people argue with me and say, yes, but DC, you already made videos. Yes, I made those for my phone. That's a different story. From my PC, I want to make actual good quality videos. I already made a couple videos for my PC, and you know what? I was not pleased. And because of that, I don't think I'm going to make any more videos from the PC until I'm ready to give you guys good quality videos, because nobody wants to watch a crappy video. So, I kind of lost my track of thought there. But the point is that's how come I don't do that. My heart is in the area where it wants to really do something well, and so I'm going to go the extra step and wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting when you're creating content to make good content. But I think if I were to bring anything to you guys today, if anyone even bothers to listen 16 minutes into this video, I think that it would be that one of the most important things I've realized through my very short time as a content creator, which I would say I'm a YouTuber, because a YouTuber is not something or not someone who is big and famous. A YouTuber is anyone who steps outside their comfort zone, because that's what we're all doing, guys. Let me tell you, I am a very outgoing person, and I love the people I work with, and I love the people I serve and in the company I work with, and I love being around people. But I get so nervous when I'm up in front of my camera getting ready to make you guys a video. I stutter and I blah blah blah. It's so much easier for me to do this podcast because you guys don't have to see my face and I'm camera shy. But at the same time, I've always wanted to be an actor, so that's kind of stupid. But that's another story for another day. Boy, I keep losing my track of thought. Let's see. Where was I? I think the most important thing for a content creator is to really just follow what your heart tells you. The mind is a very logical thing, and the mind's a powerful thing. And there's nothing wrong with listening to your mind. But I think at the end of the day, you need to follow what your heart is telling you to do, especially when it comes to content, guys. Because if you make content based on what other people tell you, you're not going to be happy. And at the end of the day, if you're not happy with your content, then why are you putting it up there? Just because that's what society's telling you to do? That's because that's what your viewers want? Yes, viewers are very important to me, and subscribers are very important to me. But at the same time, I make videos because I want to. That's what you've got to tell yourself. I make videos because I'm the one who said I'm going to create this, and it's going to be the best. And how can it be the best if you're doing it because somebody else is telling you to do it this way? You know, so I think that this YouTube creation, these YouTube creations we all make, I don't think I can begin to explain how difficult it is, you know. I just went 16 minutes into trying to explain to you guys exactly why it's stressful and what that all entails, because following your heart and finding the time and all this jazz is really, I guess, part one of what makes it difficult. And the other parts include time and money and situations. Excuse me. And it's just straining sometimes. And so that's why I do apologize for not putting out content, but I'm going to try much harder now, because I have my podcast, and that's going to make it so much easier for me, because I can make a podcast from wherever I am because I have a recorder. And then I just plug it into my computer and upload it, and bam, you guys got yourself a podcast. So please bear with me through these changes. I know I've said that so many times on my channel, but trust me, this time I'm going to take things in a different direction. And I like this direction much more because I've always wanted to be on radio, and this is kind of like radio. And don't fear because I am going to put videos up, but like I said, my PC is currently under construction, or the parts are coming in for it to be under construction. And because of that, things are going to be slow when it comes to actually putting out videos. Right now, it's just going to be podcasts. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to come on back. I know I didn't give you many laughs, but I hope that maybe I lifted your spirits a little bit. I will be making more podcasts. I'm going to try to make one every day. Now, that is a big promise. I will at least make 1 to 2 podcasts a week. There is so much going on, not just with my Mixer channel, which I also have a Mixer channel, which if you guys would like to watch me, the name of my channel is Cursing Bubble 17, and that is how you find my channel on Mixer, which is, well, and if for those of you who don't know, Mixer used to be, or really is, Beam. That was back in the day when it was called Beam. It's Mixer now. It's much better. I like it. Lots of people don't like it. I am on Twitch, but let's not talk about that because I've not put any videos on Twitch. I wanted to establish myself first on Mixer, and once I get a bigger following community, I'm going to do both. So, as well as this. But anyway, guys, my Mixer channel is Cursing Bubble 17, and I stream 2 days for certain. See, I stream every single day because I'm on every day playing. So if I'm playing Xbox, why don't I just stream? But I have 2 days for sure that I will be on every week that I make sure that I'm there. And there's no times on those days as of yet because it kind of depends on what's going on throughout the day. But when I do get on, I stay on for hours. So that's a positive. But I do have that. But also I will be putting up as many podcasts as I can, and there will be a very wide span of topics. So if any of you have anything you want me to talk about, whether that be true crime or books or movies or politics or comedy or anything, go ahead and tell me because I will. I love podcasts, and the good thing about podcasts is they don't have to go in any particular direction, like I said. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you got a laugh, and maybe just for laughs, you should come on back and watch another one of my videos next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put all of my information in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.